Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well. And today, what we are going to do, we are going to install our theme, and we will see how to install this theme in our project, and we will do some customization. Okay, I'm just going to come on activate my virtual environment, and then we will start. Okay, I think everything is working fine. Okay, here is our theme which I will use to enhance the front end of our web application. This is going to be the dashboard view, the table view. We can use these icons in our web application, some empty pages and etc. Okay, so I have edited this page, and what I did, I just tried to make it a very simpler view, and I have divided this page into two parts. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. I have trimmed this section of the page, sorry, this whole section of the page into one part, and this whole section of the page in another part. Okay, I have divided this page into two parts, and we have used the feature of Django, which is known as the content block and end block. So if we go here, we can see that I have used this extend main.html block content. And what is this extend? We will go to one more folder. What I did, I just created another folder in the root directory of this project, which is templates, and I created two files, man.html, navbar.html. Okay, I went to man.html. I have pasted one section of the front end page here, and left this area for the second section of the web app. Okay, so here what I did, I used this option from the Django, which is block content and block content. What it will do, we can define anything inside this block. Okay, so everything else I have defined it here, so I don't have to write or duplicate this section again and again. We can use this section every time by using these two lines. Okay, so the second part, I use the second part here, and with this starting tag block content till the end content, and inside this block and end content, I have pasted the second part of the web page. So to define okay, to decide where is the first part and to where is the second part, you can use the div, and I will share the code, source code of this page. You can easily navigate between the first part and the second part of the front end page. So this is not our basic motto to learn the front end. Our basic motto is to learn the back end. So that's why I'm going to just show you how we can configure our backend. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to run my server. Okay, so this is working really well. There is no issue in this uh, configuration. So let me show you one more thing. We have created one more folder, which is the static folder, where we have all of our assets, images, uh, css files, javascript files, everything is present in this static folder. And we have also defined some more settings in our setting files. here here are some more setting files where we have defined our static url, which is here, media url, which is here. And here what I did, I have defined the static files directory, which is this one, the static directory, and its name is static. And we have static root, which is also static. Okay, so these are some settings which we use to define our static files. So why we define these static files? Because we want to use some css files and etc in our front end, so we can use it like this. So here we have defined the static tag, and we have defined the further assets, images, favicon, png. So it will go to static file, it will go to assets, images, favicon, png. So it will show this image. We will update these favicon images according to our need later in this session. Okay, so what is next? What we are going to do next is to update our home page. So last time what we have defined these four columns: serial number, CNIC, vehicle number, and chassis. So we can do it here. Vehicle number, chassis number. I'm just doing the same thing that we did in our last session, just to update our view. Okay, it's perfect that our view is working fine. We just need to remove this section from here. I think we don't need it. Okay, perfect. So what is next? So what we need to do is to use this blank page to show or to use the form.py or to start creating our data. Okay, so I need to just quickly fix this some random comments here. Sorry, random headings here, which is here. I don't need this. Okay, that's very cool. Okay, we will use this blank page right now, and I'm going to remove this extra page from home. We will register this new application in our settings.py file. So it has worked, and what we will do, we will go to our blank page. I think this one, yes, this is the one which we need to use, and we will open it with code, and we don't need this section. We just need this section here. And what we will do, we will use the content block. Sorry, block content and the end content. Okay, we will use the extend as well. Okay, so let's check our new page. Okay, it's working very fine here. I don't think we need to. I think we don't need this features. Great. We just now need this upgrade to pro button. Let me check where is it. It was here. Let's move the page step. Cool. Okay, so what we will do, we will define our form or the input fields in this specific area, because this is where it belongs to. Okay, so what we will do, we will start doing with the forms. Okay, welcome back guys to the second part of this tutorial. Now what we are going to do, we are going to use the models form, and we will use it to create our data. It's mean we are going to use it to insert our data into the database. So for that, what we need to do, we need to create a file which is forms.py file. And here what we will do, we will import some libraries. Define vehicle form class here. Vehicle, sorry, spelling mistake. And we will use the model form here as the attribute. And what we will do, we will create a meta class here, and what we will define some fields and the model. Our model is vehicle detail, and the fields are, we'll use a string to get all of our fields. Okay, so we have defined our forms.py file. Now we will go to our template index, and we will define our form here. Action is going to be post. We will define our CSRF token, and we will define a submit button. So let's see the, okay, let's see some changes on our front page. Sorry, we don't have the server restarted. Okay, we have something here, not much. We will go to our views, and we will use our form here. Vehicle form, sorry. Okay, what we will do, we will use the form here to send the data from our view to our user interface, or the front end side of our uh, web application. We will define this variable here, which is form, and we are going to call it vehicle form. Context is of the context. What we will do, we will just use our form variable here, and it will display all of our fields at once. Okay, so let's restart the server. Let's go there. Okay, we have all of our fields here, and we can insert the data inside this, and we can insert this data here. Okay, let's try something. Okay guys, what I did made a mistake. It's not action, it's method, and action is going to be empty. Sorry, my mistake. And let's, to save the data, we need to use we need to do some more editing in our view function. Come on. Okay, guys, what we did, we used the redirect uh, import here, and we have defined some URLs. In the urls.py file, we have defined the application name. We will use this name to point our redirect to the next page. Okay, so right now we have home index, which means that we are pointing our redirect to this urls.py file, to this specific path. And once it redirected to this path, it will show our home page. Okay, so let's add some data in our front end, and here's our front end. So I'm going to create some data here, and I'm going to call it 8954. Owner is 555. Model number is 123, whatever you say, just a random data, and submit. Okay, it has redirected us to our home page, and you can see that data here. So it's mean that our this page is working. So I hope you guys have understood the basic functionality of the forms.py file, and you have understood that we have uploaded the theme successfully. So in the next tutorial, I will show you how to further extend this, fix this issue or this view, because right now it's not very attractive. We will fix this issue. We will fix our database, and we will also add the owner information in this page. Okay, so for today there is no assignment, because the next couple of parts are going to be interlinked. So I will tell you when the next assignment will be. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you in our next tutorial.